beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to go through the Glamlite and Barbie collection. I got this sent to me yesterday night. I'm super excited to be digging into this. Am I a Barbie? Am I the 80s Barbie? I don't own a lot of pink things, so I thought I'm gonna just embrace the Barbiness and I'm gonna wear pretty much the only pink thing I own. But we are gonna dig into this collection. I'm gonna do swatches. I'm gonna show you two different looks with the palette. I'm gonna like wear all the lippies and we're gonna see if this is worth trying out or not. And if you haven't been here before, please consider subscribing. I do upload at least 5 videos a week, trying new makeup, digging through my collection, talking about the makeup news, talking about my makeup favorites. So if you want to see more of that, this is the place to be. So like I said, I got this collection sent to me from Glamlite. This is the Barbie Dream Summer collection. It looks like this. This is the entire collection. There is a palette, an eyeliner, a body glow oil, and then there are 3 lipsticks, 3 lip glosses, and 3 lip pencils. So I have foundation and everything on, and I will link both this collection and I will link the things that I have on my face as well, like what I'm wearing, in the description box. In my description box, you will always find pretty much all the answers to any questions you have. You will find my merch, my vlog channel, my other socials, what I'm wearing, what I'm talking about, links, codes, all of that. I do have a code with Glamlite and my code is Angelica, and you will get 15% off when you're shopping at their website. So I think the main thing that we are all like super interested in is the palette that is called the Dream Summer palette. I will say, launching a summer collection, I mean, I'm in Texas. It is warm here. I could go to the pool if I wanted to, but launching a summer collection in October is like, it's a little bit like, I don't want to say off, but it's a little bit like unusual. Someone told me though that the Barbie movie is coming up, so maybe that is what this is about, if we're gonna be honest. It could be that. Or the collection is a little bit late. Some people are saying it's because the southern hemisphere is going into summer. I strongly doubt that because Glamlite is an LA based brand. I think it would be more about like the movie coming out soon. Who's excited about the movie? I'm very excited. So this is what the palette looks like. This palette is $40 and there is a pretty good mix between mattes and shimmers. And what I think is really good with this palette is that not only did they capture the whole turquoises, blue, purples, and pinks for Barbie, there's also a row of more yellowy nude leaning shades so that you could take this in a different direction. And there are also 4 what I would consider dark shades, because sometimes Glamlite palette, even though I love the quality and even though I think Glamlite makes amazing palettes, I think that sometimes they can lean a little mid-tone. This one I would say is a mid-tone and dark palette, because I feel like these 4 shades down here definitely are 4 dark shades that could be outer corner darkening shades, or like just something to give some depth and dimension to your look. What I am missing though is that I do not think that this palette has an inner corner highlight for me. Personally, I don't think it has one for me. I'll try the glow oil on at the end because I'm worried that that's going to be like a little messy. We'll try the liner out as well. This is a dip liner. Oh, the tip seems really nice though. Like, it's not too flimsy or not too soft. Sometimes I feel like felt tip liners can be just a little bit too soft, and I feel like those fray. Let me see if I can get the oil out of this one. Hello. Oh, that is a big mama. That is a big mama. Yeah, you definitely need to shake this because I feel like there's some shimmer that have settled a little bit. But yeah, that was easy to get. Okay, so that looks like a very liquidy, oily thing. I don't know if it smells like anything. I did try and smell the lippies, but I will say I don't think that they smell like anything. Oh, this is the deeper one. Let me show you just a close-up of the lipstick because the lipstick has this beautiful Barbie embossing on it. I thought that was super cute. I think the lipstick sets are $20 and I think the liner is $15. Like I said, I will link everything down below in case you're interested. I'll also show you some swatches of these lip liners, like these lip sets together, but like swatched in groups as they are like in the sets, so that you can see them side by side but also see what the groups are all about. I know that the pink set has like a sparkly, almost gloss thing. Should we start with that one? Because I know that the lipstick in this one, the one that is called, doesn't have a name. Okay, just the pink lipstick. It is like almost like a sparkly, yeah, just a gloss. Do you need this and the gloss though at the same time? Like, do I need to layer them? That I don't know. Oh, the pink one has a lot more color. I don't think that this is the kind of thing that I would layer though, because like you can see, here is the gloss, it's pink, and here is the shiny, almost like a glittery balm more. So I don't know if I would wear those together, but it's really nice to get some options, I guess, in the set. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I feel like I've been talking for so long, but sometimes I like having a lot of structure in my videos, and sometimes I just want to sit down and play, and today is the day. Oh, let me show you the last thing I actually got in the this PR box, because like I said, I did get this in PR. They sent me Angelica. It's a pool towel. I think pool season is officially over. If you're living in Texas, when is it still like socially acceptable to be by the pool, because it's still like as warm as it is in the Swedish summer outside? Like, would people look at me weirdly if I'm by the pool? I mean, asking for a friend, of course. I'm gonna start with the pink liner. That's like a darker, like a mauve pink. I think you can see. The Glamlite lip liners are really, really nice. They're a little bit more like a matte lip liner, so that they are not overly creamy, really easy to be precise with, and they do not bleed in any way, shape, or form. So let's do this like glittery lipstick. Okay. That's actually really pretty. Together with the lip liner. I like that. Let's try and see if we can put the gloss on top, just to see how it is before we go in with the eyeshadow, because I want to do a very Barbie look, like pinks and purples, maybe blue as well. I don't know. That is a really nice, juicy, like wearable warm pink lip. Let's wear this one until the end of this eye look, and then we can put on the other lip color that's a little bit more of an apricot-y pink thing, because I want to wear the brown lip for my second eye look. And I'm gonna start with this one because I want to have that like in the middle. And for some reason I started with Playday anyways, which is the pink, so I guess we're doing that now. I'm just gonna have this towards the middle and just blend it in the inner part of the crease. That's a really nice pigmented color. It is truly a Barbie pink. Mid-tone, bright, neither too warm or too cool. Now I'm taking the shade that's called Just Vibin', which is that mid-tone purple. It's not like a super cool tone shade, but it's also not like a berry. And I'm putting that in like somewhat of the middle. I'm gonna blend these together in a bit. I just need to put the colors where I want them to be. So with a little bit of the Playdate, which is that pink, I'm just blending on the edge here to get it to somewhat soften up. So this is Dream Chaser, which is the dark blue. I'm just gonna put this here in the outer corner, and I am gonna blend this out with the purple. I just want to have, like I say, a little blob, a little blobbity blob just out here. Ooh, what kind of shimmers do I want to have? Like a nice lavender maybe? That would be nice. So yeah, I'm just putting a little bit of the dark blue, just buffing a little bit here, and then I'm gonna blend this out with the purple. So same purple is the Just Vibin', and I am just gonna gently as I can, blend this out with this one, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the pink Playdate at the tippity top, and hopefully this is gonna pan out. I'm gonna do these matte colors under my eyes as well in the same order. By the way, did you know, well, some of you might know because some of you might have played with me, but did you know that when I played World of Warcraft, my main character was a mage, Right now she's Troll. I used to be Drane, but my name is Barbie in game. That is my mage. Barbie the mage. So I feel like that's always fun when I hear Barbie in other places, because it brings me back to World of Warcraft. My account, I think my my avatar is named Barbie in League of Legends too. I'm not 100% sure. You don't see it as much there as you do in World of Warcraft, of course, because in World of Warcraft, like, you are your character. It is a bit of role playing. So like your name means something to you and to other players around you. I really like how this is coming along. I'm thinking purple shimmers. Okay, so this is what... Almost killing myself with this palette. So I'm thinking this one, because it seems to have a little blue shift to it. And then this super lavender one. Are we agreeing? So I'm doing the Superstar and the How I Roll. I will... Did you play with Barbies when you were a kid? I did, but not that much. I mean, I had Barbies and I liked them. So this is the Superstar one, but like, let me spray it. I had Barbies and I did play a bit with them. I didn't really have a lot of people to play with my Barbies with. So I will say I was pretty alone in my Barbie play. I mean, I had 3 brothers. So my Barbies were more like kidnapped by Transformers or saved by G.I. Joes than they were playing house, let's say. And I mean, that is what it is. I will say I did really love Barbies and I did love playing with it. And I remember one Christmas, my dad gave me this Barbie kitchen that had like the fridge that you open. And it had all the milk cartons and everything, and I really liked setting that up. That was, honestly, I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of the just vibing and just press that on the edge here, so that we can get these colors to go together. This is the purple matte that I used before. I'm just pressing that on the edge here, so we can get an even better transition between these two. Pressing and a little bit of blending, because I want it to melt together a little better. So that is really good. Now we're doing the How I Roll. It's more of a lavender shade. And I will spray this one as well, because I want to make sure to get as little fallout as possible. And we're doing the lavender here. That is really pretty. This seems to be a little bit more on the sheer side, so I think I'm gonna build it up. I think that is really pretty. I wish that this would have been a little bit more icier, because it would have really gave us more contrast. But like I said, I feel like all of these shades are either dark or mid-tone. And I think the whole premise, like the whole idea of this collab, is to bring out the inclusivity in Barbie. Because Barbie is not just the Barbie doll, the blonde one, there are other dolls as well. And I will say, I never had any of those when I was a kid, but I also had knockoff Barbies, because, and same, the Barbie kitchen I had, knockoff. We were definitely, let's just put it, lower middle class when I was younger, and we could not afford expensive toys like that. So I never had the real Barbie. I had one real Barbie, but I really like that this collection is celebrating the inclusivity of Barbie, because of the owner of Glamlite, of course, being a woman of color. So I think that is a perfect match, and I think that that might also be why there are no like lighter colors. I still think though that like maybe even a matte white, just for me to be able to layer with the pinks and bring them to be lighter if I want them to. But I think that this is really pretty. Ooh, should we do the liner with this look or with next look? I think we'll do it with this look. I haven't done a winged liner in a hot second. Oh, let me put this to the side. So here we go. Oh, this is a little bit more stiff than expected. That's what she said. But it's very fine and easy to paint with. Oh wait, I really like this applicator. That's a really nice one. I'm gonna skip doing the little hook because Barbie is not an Instagram baddie, okay? That's not the life she's living. But that is the line. It's been so long since I did a wing liner, but this was really easy. I actually really like this one. I'll use it a bit more and we'll see if this one like the tip frays or not, because some felt tip liners, like the applicator frays too quickly, so it ends up not being good value. But I think this one is $15 and I really like the applicator. It's a really nice one. So this is the look with mascara and the liner on, and I really like it. Let me just zoom out a little bit. It's gonna turn a little dark, but I think it looks really cool. I really like all of it. I'm gonna put on some falsies. I'm gonna put just a little white in my inner corners because that's something I like. And then we can change the lippy to the one that is the other like peachy shade. So the set that we're gonna do is the blue set, and it has this like almost peachy lipstick. So I'm starting with this lip liner. So that's brown. Okay, so this is a lipstick. This is a lot more pink than I thought. I would say that this is like a satin formula. The other one was like more like a see-through glitter. It works really good together though. I think that looks really pretty. I'm happy there's a brown liner. I think the gloss is the one that's a little bit more peachy, and maybe that's why I thought it was. Oh, okay. So that's the look. It's just a little bit more dramatic with the brown liner, a little bit more on the pink side, but that is pretty. And you see I added the white as well. Okay, let's zoom out and let's have a chat about this first look. I do feel like Barbie. I feel like I'm too dramatic to be Maybe this is truly 80s Barbie. Maybe that is what I'm giving. Anyways, I really like this look, and so far I feel like this is the normal Glamlite formula. I want to do something with those yellows because I feel like that's just so different, but I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, ooh, you look sexy. Ow. God, please stop. Forget you saw that. Anyways, I hope you like the look. Let's get into look number 2. So I used the lip liner from the yellow set. This is supposedly the more neutral set. I accidentally got some gloss on my chin, so I am sparkly. And let me show you the lipstick, because this is the more like warm brown one. And this is the same satin formula as that peachy pink. That honestly looks really pretty, even if I didn't put a gloss on. But I'm gonna put this gloss on, and it is like yellowy gold. I'm just gonna dot some on because I don't want to get too much brown on the applicator. Yeah, there is a little yellow gold sparkle in there. Pretty. Okay, so that was the last lippy, and I wanna show you that even if you don't want to do the whole blue, purple, pink, teal, turquoisey thing, there is a couple of neutrals here at the end, and I kind of want to do a look with them, which is very unlike me, but I love a nice yellow eyeshadow, and I love these two mustards. There's a light mustard and a dark mustard. So I kind of want to start with, because I want this sunshine to be the main color. Should I start with this one though? Just a little bit in the crease. I'm gonna start with that, just a little bit in the crease, and then I'll blend out with the sunshine, which is the more brighter mustard. So this is Rise and Shine, which is that more brown shade that has a yellow undertone. And I am just gonna put this in the crease and blend out just a little bit, just to be able to have this as something is a little bit deeper here. We'll use the dark color at the end, the one that's a burgundy, that's called Got This. We'll use that at the end. But I think that this one is gonna help us get some definition. And I feel like this has a really nice yellowy undertone as well. I have been so into yellow this past, like, I don't know, year and a half. I love yellow. Yellow clothes, yellow decor. Oh my god. Every time I find something yellow to put in my house that I like, I'm like, yes. Loving yellow, yellow clothes, yellow decor, yellow makeup, yellow everything, to be honest. I'm so into yellow. So with the same brush that I'm using now, I'm gonna pick up the Sunshine shade. And I am just gonna, oh, that is such a nice color. I love that. I'm gonna put that on the edge. And we are just gonna blend this upwards. And we're gonna see how these work together. So I put that shade under my eye as well. You can see that like mustard. And you can see there's just a little bit of definition in the crease from the shadow that we put down initially. Is it the most blended look you've ever seen? No, but remember, we're not here to do perfect. We're just here to do good enough. I have a lot of like wrinkles and creases and my lids are moving. I'm 38. I'm not gonna have that super smooth canvas. So I take what I can get. So with a smaller brush, I'm gonna pick up this Got This, which is that like dark burgundy. Let me see if I can tap that off a little bit. And I am just gonna see if we can deepen up a little bit in the outer corner, because mustards and like burgundies work so well together. So I'm gonna, oh, that is so pretty. Shut the front door. Now I'm rallying up my pets as well. I am gonna put this in the outer corner and on half my lid. Should I do the gold? Am I okay? Should you send help? I never do golds. But maybe I would love a matte inner corner. I don't have that here. Maybe I'll reach into my Hella palette just to do the matte yellow. And then we'll do the gold just in the middle. I never do golds. Ever. Golds, I mean, they're fine on others. I just don't love them for me. Okay, so this is Summer Dream. Summer Dreams. Even. That is not my spray. Let's not spray this with the shimmer oil. Oh, I was going to use the shimmer oil. Am I going to be able? Maybe. Maybe. But let me put this one in the middle. This is more of a, maybe like a muted gold, like more of a bronze color. And I am going to put that in the middle of the lid. So I'm not going to cover the red and I'm not going to put it to the inner corner. Because you know me, I like contrast. Not only contrast between the colors or like just really bright colors. I also like the contrast between really light and really dark. That is, honestly, am I liking a gold look? That looks really autumny. I just wanted to show you that this palette can go in a totally different direction as well if you wanted to. And that honestly looks so good. I'm gonna put a little bit of this mustardy yellow in my waterline too. I think this is the Raw Beauty Christy collab with Colourpop. These liners are great. I use them all the time. The green and the yellow. Do I have the brown? I think I have the brown here somewhere too. But yeah, these are so great. Unfortunately not available, but I thought the mustard yellow would be perfection. So this is the look with mascara and no lashes and no inner corner highlight. But I am going to be digging into my palette. This is the Hella palette that I did in collaboration with Oden. There are still a couple of left on the website in case you're interested. And I'm going to use... so violent. I'm going to use Rebirth, which is like an almost neon-y pastel yellow. This is my most used shadow in this palette. And this is the one that I use. You've seen me use this a lot when I feel like a palette is just missing something that is light enough for me. It just brings that little extra added oomph to a look. My dog is being very dramatic, changing from sleeping on one side of the rug to sleeping on the other side of the rug. Of course, you can use anything for your inner corner highlight, and if you have a deeper skin tone than me, you probably could use this yellow or the gold. But yeah, for me, I just want something that's like significantly lighter than my skin tone. Am I still giving princess vibes, like Barbie vibes with this top? I hope so. This is gonna be me being a broken record for the 10,000th time in 2022. I am usually not the biggest fan of neutrals, but I'm coming around to them, and you've heard me say this before. When it's yellows mixed with neutrals, I can be about it. I don't like, this is what I've realized, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I don't like cool tone neutrals. I love cool tone blues, cool tone greens, cool toned everything. Cool tone like grays and like really gray taupes, not my favorite. These kind of colors, ooh, they can be on my face any day of the week. I'm not upset at all. I actually really like this look, and I like that I was able, because like when you see a palette like this, it's so easy to be like, oh blues, oh pinks, oh purples. But there are some like mustardy options here at the very end if you want to take this in a different direction. And since this is a very reddish, like a blackened, it's like a blackened reddish plum, you could probably use this with like any of these pinks as well and make that a really dramatic. Like I bet that this one with this one and this one, shut the front door, I bet that would be amazing. So what do I think about this collection? Should I use just a little bit of this? Do I have anything to use this with, or is this just gonna be a mess? Wait, let me... I think this collection is really good quality. That's what I think. I will say... Oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, there you go. I will say, I really do hope this is what it looks like. And you can see it's very runny. I really hope that Glamlite will have some palettes that have some really light colors in them as well. That is very glowy and very sparkly. Definitely an oil for, doesn't smell like anything, definitely an oil for the body and not the face, because that is sparkly. Oh, and it's like a dry oil. It's not like goopy, it just made me be like hydrated, but not like slippery or sticky. I don't use stuff like this a lot, but I will say I am gonna keep this because I am gonna be in Texas for a couple of more years, and I'm definitely gonna have more occasions to wear this here than I did in Sweden. We can all agree about that. I think this collection is really good quality. I will say I kind of wish that this palette was a little bit more toned down. It is a very big palette, but on the other hand, are there any shades that are like dead on dupes? Maybe not, but I do wish that like maybe 2 of these shades were changed into something that's like a really light matte and a really light shimmer to really give it the contrast. But I like the color choices. They are very Barbie, and I like that there's a couple of options here that takes it a little bit more neutral if that is what you want. And you have 4 dark colors, according to me. 4 dark colors here at the bottom, because like you can tell that this is a dark matte, and I really do appreciate that. All in all, I think this is a really pretty palette. I think the lip products were really beautiful as well. I like the liquid liner and the oil. I mean, I can't really give you a review of that from just swatching it, but hopefully you can see something. Let me know what you think about this collection down below. If you are ordering from Glamlite, don't forget to use a code. You don't have to use my code, but make sure you use somebody's code so you can get some money off when you're shopping the site. And I think that was everything. Let me know what you think about this collection. Is this something you're interested in? Do you love Barbie? And let me know your favorite look as well. Are you more about the pinks and purples, or are you more about the neutral life? I hope you're having an amazing day. This video is actually going up the day that I'm filming this. I'm filming it on Tuesday, and I'm gonna put it up on Tuesday. So I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!